Back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I'm Crypto Kip, and today we're going to be talking about a CRO Coin. When can we expect it? We've talked a lot about this on the channel, but we're going to give you guys a fresh take given where we're at in the market. We're going to talk a little bit about Crypto.com, Binance, and Coinbase with some huge news. Coin shares absolutely rising up high today, which was excellent to see. There's some FUD out in the market, but it is from some of the older folks from the old times back in the old guard, let's say, and we'll talk a little bit about that, what mine and Blacksea's thoughts are on that. And of course, we got to give you our top coins that we're going to be looking at and some of the strategies as you're trying to find some of the top projects that you might want to consider as we get closer to this bull market in 2024 coming up. Blacksea, I know you're there, my brother. How you doing today? You ready for another stream?
Yeah, dude, I'm doing great. I'm so happy to be here. Happy to let everybody know about what's going on in the markets,
That's
and
right.
I'm excited for another stream as usual. Happy to be here.
Good to do it. We're very excited. We got Nazar in the chat, Benny Blue Eyes Super Zan. We got a lot of folks. Barry, good to have you guys. Good to have everybody here in the chat today. Smash up the like button, guys. Mr. Plan Profit, I see you out there. I hope you smashed up the likes. You got to plan for your profit, folks, by the way. So let's get into it. Let's talk a little bit about some crypto. And if you haven't done so already, do smash the like, subscribe to the channel. We are giving away $1,000 worth of Bitcoin when we hit 10,000 subscribers on the channel. We're already at 7,000 subscribers. Thanks to all of you out there. We appreciate the support. But we are looking forward to giving away that money. And at 25,000 subscribers, we're going to give away a loaded line worth about $2,000. Currently in a bull market, Blacksea. I mean, what do you think? Maybe 5, 10K for a loaded line? We'll have to see.
Sure, easy 10K.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We're excited, guys. Let's get ready. Let's get into it. Let's look at these market caps. First off, got to look at the overall market cap. Guys, we have been talking about this overall market cap for crypto, and I just want to point out that earlier today, Blacksea, it broke out, man. It broke out above this $1.1 trillion mark, which was awesome. We've been looking at the last 3 months. And here's the break. We broke past this point. This is the FTX collapse, full recovery for the crypto market cap overall, and a breakout. So this really makes me feel like we should keep going up. But looking at the market today, it kind of looks like we are due for a pullback. What are your thoughts on this breakout versus this Bitcoin price right now that is just coming down a little bit? We got a little consolidation. Is this healthy? How short term is this? What are your thoughts?
Well, I'll definitely say that I think we're definitely trying to break out above that 1.1 trillion total market cap for the crypto space, and I think we're going to continue to try, and eventually we're going to keep bumping into that resistance level, and we're going to break out. And we're talking about a pullback, right? We're talking about a pullback. I even tweeted out, I think we're potentially ready to, or in the private Discord, I actually said, I think we're ready for a little pullback. But if you're holding long term, it's nothing to sweat. It will just be a little pullback. But when I say a pullback, as long as we are consolidating between like the 23,000 and the 21,600, like, is that even really a pullback? Like, that's the real question,
Yeah.
I mean, if we break below like 19,500 now, that's a pullback in my opinion. But I think if we are just bouncing back and forth between 21,600 and 24,000, I mean, that's just consolidation in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like a lot of opportunities in here for us to get a bounce here at the 21,000 level. A lot of people are looking back in history, over here you'd see more at that 19,500 level, but I'd be looking personally off, some of these levels in here, 22, 23K. I don't see, when I look at this overall market cap and I see that breaking out, it makes me think, yes, we are due for a pullback down, right? And I totally agree with you there, but personally, I really feel something tingling in my bones about a $23,000. I don't think we'll see 19.5 again. That being said, like, totally would make sense if we did. And it'd be probably even healthier, honestly, for the longevity of our upward motion here in kind of the midterm, probably. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that I mean, now we can speculate. Let's just speculate for a second here. Usually the markets love max pain. And in my eyes, max pain would be something like I honestly think max pain would be us coming up to about 30K and then coming back down to like
Yeah.
19,005. But as of right now, I think we're just going to consolidate. We might get like a little bit of consolidation of a pullback in quotation marks to like the 21,600, 21,700 maybe. But yeah, that max pain is we go up more and then we crash back down.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and we do look at this. We've been looking at this for a while at $25,000, and a lot of people are talking about this. Everybody's looking for 25K. So for us to get there, we're gonna have to have a big push, and it's gonna be a tough level. But when we break above it, I just would love to see that 30K in a hurry. And I do agree with you. You know, these markets love max pain, folks, and that just means like right when you think, okay, it's already at 30K, it's just going to keep going. That's usually when there's some kind of fake out and we come back down to, 19.5, come back down to this $22,000 level and then, prepare, because at the end of the day, we know that the Bitcoin halving is really what this market is about. We're waiting on CRO Coin to move up because we're waiting on Bitcoin to move up. And it's all about March of 2024 when this Bitcoin halving comes. And that's when we're really supposed to go off to the races. So we can't really go up too fast leading up to that. So, trade carefully, guys. If you're here for the long term, you're a winner in my book. If you're here for the long term, you're DCAing, you're probably doing it right. Of course, you got to plan for some profit. Mr. Plan Profit, I see you in the chat. You got to plan for some profit. But we're going to have a lot of opportunities to do that, most likely. Blacksea, let's talk a little bit about CRO. Let's talk, and we'll get into some of our favorite coins here for the upcoming bull market as you guys are starting to DCA back in. Maybe you've been sitting on cash on the sidelines for a while and been figuring out, how do I want to scale back into these markets? Hopefully you've already started scaling back in. If you did, it's, $16,500, $15,000 Bitcoin. And back at 5 cent crow, you made money.
I actually want to make a point about that before we move into crow here,
Yeah.
because we're talking about there might be a pullback, there might be some consolidation, but guys, like in reality, unless you're leverage trading, and by all means, leverage trade away. I mean, there's lots of opportunities to use tools like that. We have a bunch of affiliate links down below for BitGet, Femex, and Binance. You get a ton of free money to sign up and open trades.
Free
But I
money.
will say that. Honestly, right now, unless you're leverage trading, right now is still a great time to be accumulating. Even if we come down to 21,600, this is a great time to be buying crow. We haven't even broke above 10 cents. We're not back in fair value area of the 12 cents to the 16 cents. I think this is a great time to be accumulating. But that being said, if you are leverage trading, then it is important to know if we are going to be coming down or going to be consolidating. That's why we're talking about that. But if you are accumulating for the long haul, that really means nothing if we get a pullback to 21,600, because that means that you've probably been buying in the 15,000s, like Crypto Kip just said. And honestly, right now is a great buying opportunity as well.
Yep, well said. Well said. And you know what? We got a question here I missed in the chat. Sorry, Barry. I see you asked, what do you guys think of the Candy City DEX? I'll talk to you a little bit about Candy City here in a bit, but I do have a Candy City NFT, so look out for Board Candy, I guess. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. Super Zan's happy the channel's growing. Good to have you. Nazar wants him to become a member. Love to see that. Always happy to have more family members to the Crypto Report family. But Blacksea, okay, we're DCAing. We're feeling good about anybody who's been DCAing. We see a lot of opportunity, great points. We look at crow right now, and you and I have been a broken record about fair value on this, and I'm just going crazy over here. And I know everybody in the chat, if you're going crazy, let me know in the chat. You're waiting for this 12-cent crow like me and Blacksea, but the bigger question, first off, when do we get to 12 cents? And then in your mind, Blacksea, when do we get to $1? When do you see the dollar become possible?
I will definitely say fair value. Honestly, the range is getting larger and larger for fair value. I would say between the 12 cent and almost even like the 18-cent range. I think we get there when Bitcoin's above 30K. But when it comes to $1, man, I think that's a very hard and tricky question to answer without just purely speculating, but I think what really comes down to is the amount of time that we are trading in the ranges of about the $40,000 to $50,000 Bitcoin. And the
Probably.
longer we trade in the areas of $30,000 to $50,000 Bitcoin, the higher likelihood we'll reach that dollar point. And it could be when Bitcoin's even $35,000, we could reach a dollar. But I do think that if we were to, so let's say by January 2024, if we were to
January.
be at a dollar CRO Coin by January 2024, I would like to see Bitcoin at about $50,000. And I think that's very, very doable.
Yeah, I mean, and that could make sense. We're looking at the real bull market to start in March. If Bitcoin can get up to 50,000, that'd be a really great start to the bull market. I mean, that would be really great to see. And I agree. I mean, I really like your idea about $45,000, $50,000 Bitcoin. I could see a dollar crow right around that time. I'll definitely say this though. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, Crow fan, which we always want to be honest with you on the channel. I know that Crow is gonna go back to a dollar at some point. And that's my opinion. This isn't financial advice, right? I believe in the project. I have a belief. But I just need to see the bull market start, and it's really not supposed to truly begin until 2024. So January would be fantastic. I personally believe that I don't think we'll see the dollar until, within 3 months of March, whatever that might be. And maybe that's before, maybe that's in January, like you say, Blacksea, and maybe that's 3 months after, right? But the fact of the matter is that, we have a lot of time. And even if we don't get to a dollar, let's say we move from 8 cents to 16 cents, you have 100% gain. Is anybody on the chat really going to complain about 100% gain? Absolutely not, guys. You're excited about, a 10x on Crow is going to be spectacular, and that's a 70-cent Crow. We're still not at a dollar, right? I just really think it's probably, guys, going to be sometime in 2024. And,
I'll say that I tend to agree with you, 2024. I think that's a conservative estimate. And, I know it's boring to a lot of our viewers, but, it kind of all comes back to Bitcoin and how it's the tide that raises all the boats. But, also it's a tricky thing to analyze because in the previous bull cycles, it was way more common, or I should say the previous bear cycles, but it was way more common to see a lot of these altcoins just disappear and just go away. They would actually die and they'd be gone. There would be no more liquidity and they'd be completely gone. But now as we've seen what's going on in this bear market, there's a tension that's getting held much more in the space of crypto, and there's way more adoption right now. So a lot of these coins are just continuing to grow and build, and they're still around here. So there's not much data to really compare. Yeah. Well, this top 10 coin back in 2017 performed like this in 2021. Well, there's not really that much data to see, as much as I would like, at least.
But we could look at Binance, and man, you and I both, Blacksea, we looked at Binance and the rocket ship that went on. Oh, how about that?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Honestly, Binance is a great example. It is a great example.
Yeah.
And I love the comparisons that we do on the crypto port of comparing the total market cap of Binance with CRO Coin, because you really start to get a deeper understanding of this ecosystem and this kind of like this sub ecosystem inside of crypto, be the exchange coins, and you can kind of see the potential of where we could be headed.
Yeah, and I love that you mentioned too, some coins do go away, folks, but you got to look at okay, so what is Binance? Binance is the world's largest exchange. They have Binance Smart Chain, and we do these comparisons all the time for you guys because we want to give you an idea. If the market cap of Binance is 50 billion and the market cap of Crow is 2 billion, okay, if Crypto.com has half the amount of users that Binance has, which it does, then should the market cap be half the value? If so, do we need a $25 billion, Crypto.com CRO Coin market cap? Well, that would put CRO Coin at a 10x, almost, basically bring it to a dollar, right? And that's just at current price levels. And remember, Binance Coin is going to go through a bull market too, so it could go from a $50 billion market cap to, I don't know, what, 250, maybe 500 billion market cap, $500 billion market cap? Do we get a $250 billion CRO Coin market cap? I don't know. We're going to have to keep an eye on it, guys, but we'll talk about it all the time. And when we look at Binance from back in the day, I mean, it never even came back down to its old price levels. You look at it, and it was actually one of the strongest coins in this bear market, which was crazy to watch. And so
it's very fascinating. That is very fascinating.
And Crypto.com is just getting started. So now that they've established themselves, they survived a bank run. You know, dollar crow 2024, totally reasonable. And then hopefully that's the new bottom. You know, hopefully that's the new bottom for Crow. You know, at about a $25 billion market cap, whatever it might be. You know what? And
I want to
ahead.
talk about market caps a little bit because, you know, we are hearing these grumblings of the debt ceiling being risen. And what that really means is print more money. And if hypothetically, I know it sounds so scary to say as we're constantly worrying and gritting our teeth every time Jerome Powell comes and talks, but let's just say that the debt ceiling is risen and inflation just keeps going up and they just keep printing money, keep raising rates, keep printing money at the same time they're raising rates. I mean, when we look at 2025 and let's say there is no debt ceiling anymore, and in 2025 you could be looking at the overall market cap of crypto not being $2 trillion, but something like $20 trillion if they just keep printing and keep printing and keep printing. Now, that is pure speculation, but it is something to keep a close eye on, especially when it comes to what's going on in these major governmental ecosystems.
I don't see why $20 trillion would not. It honestly, it seems inevitable to me. And some of you guys out there might be thinking, well, you guys are crazy. $20 trillion, you know, how there's like $800 trillion on Earth, I think, or something like that. I think it's about
You're spot on. You're spot on with that.
$800 trillion on planet Earth. You look at the market cap of gold, it's about 12 trillion right now. I think it might even be up to 13 or 14 trillion now. So we think that, you know, gold is 10x, or Bitcoin is 10x better than gold, right? Because it's digital gold, and everything digital is better than, you know, anything analog by usually about 10x. You know, you think about CDs versus MP3s. MP3s sold about 10x more and are 10x more popular than CDs. And then you move from MP3s to streaming services, and that's probably about 10x more popular for streaming services because it's so easy to use, it's so accessible. And I think the same thing goes for Bitcoin and crypto. And, you know, same things goes for these exchanges, guys. These exchanges are going to get bigger and bigger and easier to use. And I just see so much upside for these as the market cap does get to 20 trillion for market cap overall. And whether that's 5, 15, or 25 years from now, you know, these exchanges are going to keep growing, folks. And there's a question in the chat, you know, from somebody out there, and they were asking, you know, how high, you know, could CRO Coin go? He's in it for the long haul, and in the next 2 years, you want to know, David, you know, how high could CRO Coin go? And I'm going to tell you, I mean, we're coming into a bull market. Look at Binance here. Look what Binance did. It went from $22 in 2020, which was its biggest bull run yet, which I believe, guys, and I do believe this, CRO's about to have its biggest bull run it's ever had in the history of the coin. I do believe that's coming. They survived a bank run. They went from $20 a coin up to $600 a coin, which is insane. Quick math, I mean, what do we got? That's like it's like a 300x or something like that. I think it's a 300x, almost a 400x on your money. Guys, if CRO 400x is, are we going to have a bunch of millionaires in the chat? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying it's gonna, you know, 400x, but I do believe that it has a lot of potential to answer your question with a number, you know, a dollar amount. You know, probably anywhere from $2 to $5 is realistic in my mind, and $10 would be like jaw-dropping gains, and anything above $10 seems pretty unrealistic to me in this next bull run at least. But in the future, why not? Blacksea, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, you know, like what I was saying, it kind of brings me back to about how they are talking about getting rid of the debt ceiling, and 20 trillion with the debt ceiling may seem like a lot, but I think it's possible. It's definitely possible in the next 10 to 15 years, whatever it may be, maybe even next 5 years. Who knows, depending on the rate of adoption. But if they do raise the debt ceiling, that 20 trillion may be something that is extremely feasible. That 20 trillion may be nothing because of the value of the dollar. And that's something that not many people are talking about. Back in the day, back in like 2018, 2019, when the main narrative around crypto was if they keep printing money, then Bitcoin's value will automatically increase because the value of the dollar decreases. So you get less Bitcoin with more of your US dollars.
Yep.
And I think that narrative kind of has fallen off because we crashed support so much when they started raising rates.
Yeah,
But that is still something to be thinking about.
if you guys sit out there thinking that they're not going to print money again, you're dead wrong. It's coming. Eventually, it will come. I hope, not immediately. It wouldn't be good for us here, at least for our bull run, probably, right? We want to the printing is probably best suited at the end of a bull market and through a bear market, I'd say, and then we can kind of do this whole raise the interest rates game again and kind of go through it. And I'm glad it's coming to an end. But I do have to correct myself, and I got called out on my math. It is not a 400x, it's a 40x for Binance. I put myself on the spot with some mental math, Blacksea, and I got rocked by my own brain. So
how dare you, man?
How dare me? How dare me? But guys, we are feeling really good. We're feeling really bullish. But let's talk about a couple coins. I see David Doe talking about Shiba, BNB, Solana. Those are great coins. Those are great coins as well. Tej mentioned also, Tej Singh, good to see you in the chat, brother. That CRO came in January 2019. It is so new. That's a great point. But
that is true. That's true.
Let's talk about some projects here. So what we did do here is I developed a watch list of some of my favorite coins right now. And just, don't come at me, folks. There's still some missing, but these are some that Blacksea and I have talked about quite a bit through our history of looking into cryptos and look at other projects. One that I might want to get on here, actually, I don't have on here yet, is Phantom, which is actually skyrocketing right now. It's been pretty spectacular. There's a couple metaverse plays that I'm missing, but let's talk about a couple projects here that I want to keep an eye on. So, I guess I'll go first, Blacksea. I'm just going to pick, I don't know, I'll just pick 6 right now that I want to get really excited on. I mean, I'm going to skip over Bitcoin and Ethereum and Binance, because if you don't have those, then, and CRO Coin.
I would like to hear why you're going to skip over those, because I think it's important that people realize how important it really is to hold on to Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Yeah, well, at this point, I want to skip over it because if you don't see that Bitcoin and Ethereum and even Binance coin is really a staple of your portfolio, then you got to open your eyes. You got to see the big picture. I mean, you're missing the main point of crypto if you're missing Bitcoin and Ethereum in my mind. And so I want to give these folks in the chat the benefit of the doubt and just assume they got to own some Bitcoin and Ethereum. I mean, we're going to build out a crypto portfolio for you guys. Starting next month, we're going to build a brand new portfolio on this channel, and we'll put some of these coins we're talking about. But don't think for a minute that Bitcoin and Ethereum are not going to be the center and the front, the biggest positions of that portfolio. So,
well said.
Yeah, it's just got to be an assumption. And Binance is going to be a big part of that allocation too, alongside with Crypto.com. Those are my 2 favorite exchanges. And I think you got to acknowledge OKX as well, as it's been pumping. So I'm going to put the exchange tokens aside, and I'm going to talk a little bit, a little bit more in the weeds for you guys. So one, I think Ripple is something to be reckoned with. We don't talk a lot about Ripple. We don't talk a lot about XRP on this channel, but if you're missing out on XRP, you don't have a position to it, I'm just going to say that you want to keep an eye on it. I want you to keep an eye on it, because when this SEC case settles, and guys, the court just came out and announced that the SEC lost a case where they were trying to call a coin called Library a security. They lost the case and Library won. They're not deemed a security. This gives hope for Ripple. And if Ripple gets, wins this case against the SEC and does not get deemed a security, look out. I mean, it has gone through some insane FUD, and it's still ranked number 6 in overall market cap, which is insane to think about. Just look out for Ripple. I think that's one. Another one, guys, is, I'm going to say it. Dogecoin. If Elon Musk gets all excited about this next bull run, and Elon Musk does come out with a Twitter wallet during this euphoria that's coming and the FOMO for this next bull market after the halvening in March of 2024, guys, look out for Dogecoin. It's really not had any crazy gains here in this bear market yet, and people are talking about a dollar Doge. I don't see why a dollar Doge wouldn't happen. That being said, Shiba, I'm going to put it in the same basket, but you got to kind of also think, Shiba's got a little bit more utility. So those are a couple. Another one I want you to keep an eye out is Avalanche. I think Avalanche is key, and Solana is also very key. These are two competitors to Ethereum and the Cronos and Binance Smart Chain. Phantom as well. These are all competitors. I think these are strong chains. Rank number 11 for Solana, rank number 14 for Avalanche, and Solana specifically survived some insane FUD. So that's a point you got to make. Obviously, the NFT community is strong, and Avalanche was getting extremely, noticed by institutional investors. So we'll give you like two more here, and there's so many great coins, but Cosmos, Cronos is built on Cosmos. So if you like Cronos, well, then you better love Cosmos, because Cronos doesn't exist without Cosmos, really. And that tells you that there's a lot more projects to come on Cosmos. And it's really a goal for Cosmos to kind of tie all projects together, get everything very interoperable with each other. So, Cosmos is another great coin. And then obviously, there's other meme coins and things like that. Blacksea, those are just a couple of mine. Do you have some similar ones? Do you disagree with any of mine? Are you more excited about some of these?
Is this for your top coins for the next bull market? What is this exactly?
Yeah. So this is like some of my top projects that I'm going to keep an eye on. And when I do start to DCA in with this crypto portfolio that we're going to build on the channel starting next month, these are going to be some of the projects that I'm probably going to start with, given that they're in the top 25. There's more sure bets than picking a 200 rank coin. These are good bets that are lower market cap than Bitcoin and Ethereum that have a lot of upward potential, and coins that, maybe I don't have as much allocation in, that maybe I want to get more exposure to.
Okay, so yeah, I think that probably almost all these coins on this list are probably good coins to be looking at for this upcoming bull market. Now, when it comes to long-term holds and when to be exiting these positions throughout the bull market, that's a different question entirely. But I do think that a lot of the coins, I think it's important to have meme coins in. It's crazy talk, but I think it's important to have meme coins in your portfolio. I think it's important to have layer 2s. It's obviously important to have the giants of Bitcoin and Ethereum. But there are different times that you're going to need to be taking profits based on what these coins are categorized in. That's the important thing to pull away from this, because you're not going to be able to successfully make profits overall on all of these coins by exiting them all at the same time, in my personal opinion. I think there's going to be different strategies for each of these subcategories, like the meme coins and the big players like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Like, hypothetically, I'll put out a scenario where the bull market's coming, Shiba Inu is up 1,000%, Bitcoin's up 100%. What I'm probably going to do is sell my Shiba Inu and put it into Bitcoin, because there's less risk of Bitcoin coming down 1,000% than there is of Shiba Inu coming down 500%. So it's going to be about moving coins around and shifting, and you got to be on your feet come the bull market, because in the bear market is a great time to be slow, strategic, and accumulate the coins that you believe in for long term. And for the bull market, what do you think will raise up in price the most? And it's a time to be slow and strategize for when the bull market comes, because when the bull market comes, that's when you need to put your tap dancing shoes on and be ready to be bouncing around and going, okay, I need to move this money to here, okay, this just happened, now I need to move that money to there. And it's important to do that.
Yeah, and I'll say this too, you got a great set of points there, Blacksea, and I guess two things. One, I love the tap dancing shoes reference. There's definitely a piece of my portfolio that I like to tap dance with, if I might continue with that analogy right there, because, and I guess let me pivot right into my next point. So you got to keep an eye out, guys, because in these bull markets, to Blacksea's point, there are different things that pump at different times. And so to just kind of expand further, and I think what you were getting at is there is all of a sudden a time in the market where Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, the smart contract plays, the layer ones, right? They start pumping. And it's all about the layer ones pumping and the layer twos. Okay. And then all of a sudden, the next week or the next month, the metaverse coins start to go wild. And it's like, oh, metaverse. Oh, I should have had metaverse. Oh, man, got to get the metaverse tokens. And everybody's going wild about the metaverse. And then all of a sudden, it's the storage tokens. And Filecoin goes nuts. And all of a sudden, IBC or whatever goes nuts. All these other coins that are storage related go nuts. And then all of a sudden, the meme coins go wild. And so really, when we're talking about building a portfolio, and then putting on your tap dancing shoes, it's like, okay, let's say I get, 50% Bitcoin, 25% Ethereum, or 40% Bitcoin, 28% Ethereum, 5% Binance, 5% CRO Coin. Let's say then all of a sudden it's like, okay, 5% meme coins, 5% metaverse, 5%, applications or dexes within, maybe Boardcan, maybe you go and you get serum on Solana, right? And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. But then what we got to do is with the tap dancing shoes, I love that analogy, Blacksea, is okay, metaverses are pumping. I got 5% exposure into metaverses. Let's say I put $1,000 in, it turned into $2,000. Take my 1,000 back, still get 1,000 in there, and maybe move it into Bitcoin, or maybe move it into the meme coins, because the meme coins haven't pumped in a while maybe at that point, and you want to catch a meme pump, right? But I also think we got to be safe here, and we got to start talking about the difference between a holding portfolio and like a trading and tap dancing portfolio, because I like to have both, right? There's certain things that I'm not going to sell, right? My staked Cronos ain't going anywhere, but some of the stuff that I hold on the Crypto.com main app, that's my tap dancing shoes. And granted, guys, that's not the best place to day trade. It's an okay place to swing trade if it's a high, liquidity coin and you have, quite a bit of money, right? You're not going to do it with 10, 20 bucks, but you might do it with 10 or 20,000 or 1,000 or $5,000, right? So, you know what I'm saying, Blacksea?
Yeah, I think it's extremely important to have allocated portfolios and not just have one individual portfolio. I know that a lot of people like to have a holding portfolio, a trading portfolio, and then a leverage trading portfolio, because that way you can manage your money in a safer way. You don't want to be leverage trading with your entire portfolio. You could lose it all. Yeah. It's all about making profits out of your leverage trading portfolio, putting it into your trading portfolio, then moving that to your holding for a long-term portfolio. I think that's extremely conservative and safe strategy when you're playing with different tools like leverage trading.
Absolutely. I love what you said there. And I see people in the chat, they're all upset that I didn't talk about Quant. And I'm sorry, gang. I do like Quant. I think Quant is a very excitable coin. I think a lot of people are looking for some big moves on Quant. And that's another piece of diversification right there. It's different from a meme coin. It's different, than all these other coins we're talking about. So, it's unique, something to potentially not miss out on as well. But yeah, we do have the picks in here: Decentraland, Sandbox, Chili's. I'm missing Engine. I know somebody was talking about Engine last time as well. Pancake Swap, Zilliq. There's a lot of great coins, guys. Audius is a personal favorite of mine. I just think it's a cool idea. It's like decentralized Spotify. I really actually don't have any holdings in it right now, but as we start to build out this portfolio here for the next bull market, live in the channel for you guys, I'll probably be putting some in there. And of course, I got dogecoin Mars, which I don't know. Maybe it's the next Shiba Inu. Maybe it's trash. Who knows?
I feel the exact same way about Bonk on Solana.
Yeah.
I think that, but I'll tell you what, I'm gonna definitely that's definitely gonna be in my trading portfolio, and I'm gonna have a very small percentage of that because you don't know that. You never underestimate the memes. Never underestimate the memes.
I just got some bonk in there for you, Blacksea. I think I do got to put some bonk in this thing for us. I'm really excited to do this with you, man. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I got Engine in there as well. One more thing I want to go on these picks. Now, this is CoinGecko. We look at coin market cap basically every time. I gotta go to dark mode. So CoinGecko is really cool because they have this awesome feature. So if you're trying to figure out and research coins, and maybe you've got some Solana, maybe you got some Ethereum, but you're wondering like, okay, Uniswap is a good project on Ethereum. You know, you're looking at Binance Smart Chain. Maybe, you know, PancakeSwap's a great DEX on Ethereum. And, you know, you look at Solana, and I know that, you know, Serum's a good project on Solana, right? Well, how do I know this? What you guys can start to do is you can start to go into these ecosystems and look at some of the tokens in these ecosystems. And actually, they show you in CoinGecko, you know, the Ethereum ecosystem's up 3.7% over the last 7 days. Binance Chain's ecosystem is up 4% over the last 7 days. And so you can kind of click into these and start looking, okay, the Avalanche ecosystem. Well, what's in the Avalanche ecosystem? And you got to do your research, but you know, there's coins here in this ecosystem that you can start to check out. You know, it can actually work with, Avalanche is unique where, you know, you can work with quite a few different ones. You know, Compound is also on Ethereum, you know, so is Sushi Swap, right? There's all these other tokens that are also on Ethereum. But this is where you can start to see some of these other lower cap coins where these are much more risk, but potentially some upside. So these are things to look at. You know, you look at your favorite ecosystems and you can start to kind of look at some of these categories and then say, oh, I want to look at, you know, the Binance chain ecosystem. So then you can kind of peek in there and see, hey, okay, so there you go. Here's some of these coins you can check out and do your research, guys. You know, some of these aren't just, you know, Shiba Inus, you know, not just a Binance, you know, chain ecosystem play. A lot of these aren't, but there are some gems in there that you want to make sure you check out and don't miss. So guys, you know, we'll talk more about some of these coins, but we wanted to do something a little bit different. Now, Crypto Pete says, no, not Dogelon. Luna Classic is 100 times better. You know, I don't do this a lot, Crypto Pete. I really don't like to do it. But I totally disagree with you, and I really don't like Luna Classic at all, and I think, you know, it's dead, personally. And I'm going to come out, and I'm going to make a bold claim, and now I'm going to throw it to Blacksea to see what his thoughts are on what I just came out and said to Crypto Pete.
Well, I will say that I think there are better coins to buy when it comes to meme coins and when it comes to seeing high percent gains. And I'm going to be honest, I think that Lunacy is a little bit tainted with it has a big black mark on it. And I would rather put my gambling portfolio into something like Doji on Mars or Bonk or Shiba Inu or Dogecoin.
Yeah, and I like what you just said too. The first thing you just said about Luna Classic was like, you know, I'd rather look at other meme coins. And the funny thing is I feel like Luna Classic is a meme coin, but it's actually it's not. But I agree with you. I'm going to put it in the meme coin category because honestly, the fact that it's still around and people are still excited about it is a meme in itself, in my opinion. And you know, it's not a true meme coin.
I do want to say though, you know what happens with meme coins? Meme coins can definitely rally 100, 200, 300%. It is possible. But personally, I would rather take that gamble on a different meme coin.
I agree. And Crypto Pete, we wish you the best. I hope you make a bunch of money on Luna Classic. And that's a great point, Blacksea. Just because we don't like a project doesn't mean that you can't make insane amount of gains from it. And a perfect example makes me sick. It's FTT token right now. It's you could have made a lot of money if you bought the dip on that, and I bet you could probably make a lot of money on Luna Classic as well. But it's a gamble. It's a gamble. So be careful, Crypto Pete. All right, be careful. A moment. Tej Singh says a moment of silence for those still holding Luna Classic. That was beautiful. That was a beautiful moment of silence. Thank you, Tej. Beautiful, beautiful. Big news here in crypto, guys. S&P 5, excuse me, S&P 500 closing in on a bullish golden cross. This is big. Now, Blacksea, you've been talking a lot about the S&P 500, and you're saying we need a breakout on that, and then it can happen. I do agree with you. You think we're going to break out here? You think this golden cross proves to be bullish, and then we get this, you know, to follow in suit here with Bitcoin, or what are your thoughts?
I mean, I've been talking about this for months at this point now. We are playing with that golden cross, which is also another formation that we're breaking out of, and we have broken out of it. We have 3 days and probably like 2 days and a few hours now until we get that weekly candle close. And if we get that weekly candle close where we're at right now on the S&P 500, then we will have officially broken out of it. And I think that we'll get one more week, And if we get another week closing above that and it wasn't a fake out, then that's confirmation. And I think that risk on, there's a really high chance of a risk on asset rally, which is Bitcoin and CRO Coin and all the altcoins, big tech.
Yep. Yep. And if you guys want to see the S&P 500 break out, then there's nothing better you can do right now than to smash up the like button. If you're on your mobile phone, all you got to do is X out of the chat, hit the like button, and then hit us up with some emojis in the chat. Slay Maven, I didn't call you out earlier. Good to have you in the chat. Texas Crypto, good to see you guys smashing up that. And I gotta call out Crypto Pete again. Yes, it's a gamble I'm willing to take. Also have 780K Crow. Whoa, that is beautiful. And 38K XRP and 22 billion Sheeb. That's a big bag of Crow, Crypto Pete. You can do whatever you want if you got a bag of Crow like that. Nice work. Nice work. Smash up the like for Crypto Pete. Love to see that. But yeah, Blacksea, I mean, you have been nailing it. You've been talking about this. This Golden Cross is coming up. February's coming. New monthly candle. I'm getting excited. But Kevin O'Leary thinks there's more meltdowns coming. I'm done with Kevin O'Leary. I'm sick of him. I think we all are. And, I think just like SBF, I think he could kind of zip it at this point, to be honest with you. But I'll give him credit in that he says there's a 100% chance of another crypto debacle. Duh. That's not a brain buster. There's other companies that are going to try to make money off of people in the wrong way. But it doesn't have to be Binance or Crypto.com, right? There's still going to be other players. Celsius is just coming out that they were pumping their own coin. That was terrible. There's so many bad players in the crypto space, which is why, we're going to keep coming to you guys with stories. We're going to keep you guys up to date. So, hit the notification bell. We'll keep you up to date with everything we see. But Blacksea, your thoughts on this?
This is like such a useless thing because
Useless.
There's bad players in every single industry. Of course, they're going to keep coming. There's in every single industry, every single place that there is money to be made, there are bad players. That's just the way the world works, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But guess what? There are outliers. It's not even, I think that the people that are the bad players are the outliers, honestly. And the main people that are focusing in on this technology are here to expand it and make it better for everybody.
Yep. Yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, I want the bad players out, man, and I'm really excited for the future. This technology has still got a long way to go. Looking at some of these other stories, though, more FUD. We just talked about this the other day, Blacksea. I told you, doesn't it seem like every week there's a story about North Korea? And while it's true that they hack a bunch of funds, I'd like to look at what else they're hacking. I mean, you don't hear the stories about how they hacked, military intelligence from the U.S., which they do, by the way, guys. They hack a lot of things. It's not just cryptocurrency. But I will give credit to them in that, this is real. They are doing this. And so over time, we want to see stronger players. The technology needs to get better. The security needs to get better. And this kind of just goes back to, we need more of, the DeFi, right? We need more of a secure DeFi project as opposed to some centralized entities that, it's their keys and who knows, how they're going to guard it. But, more FUD, guys, really nothing crazy with this. It's just kind of more of the same. So it's very interesting that this kind of news stories, these start to come out right around a crypto pump. And then also, we could look at some of these other ones, but I'm going to zip through a couple of these real quick. More positive things for Binance I want to talk about. So regulatory news coming from Hong Kong. They are good to see that recommendations are reflected in their published stablecoin consultation results. This is advice that Binance gave them. And so, what you see here, guys, is that Binance is really leading the way and they are doing a great job and they're not going anywhere. People like to FUD Binance. If Binance dies, then crypto's going to die. Well, Binance ain't going to die, and even if Binance does die, crypto still wouldn't die. But this is good to see. They're still moving forward and getting more things done here on a regulatory standpoint. On top of that, MasterCard is actually partnered up with Binance, and they're launching a prepaid card in Brazil, which is great to see. And Brazil did just do a lot with crypto as well, so Brazil's getting with it. Coinbase came out today with 24% pump after federal securities suit was dismissed. So they were in a huge class action lawsuit where they were actually, the complaint claimed that Coinbase engaged in the unregistered sale and offering of securities and had failed to register as a New York state broker-dealer. Well, this was dismissed and not true, so Coinbase jumped, which is great to see. I hold some Coinbase shares as well because it was the first platform that anybody really bought crypto on when it came to crypto back in the day, truly, besides some of these other exchanges and, talking about the mainstream at least. So this was great to see. And, this is really huge, guys, because this is another thing for these securities, right? A lot of people are scared that these exchanges are going to be deemed as, securities. These tokens are going to be deemed as securities. We are winning. The crypto suits are winning. What are your thoughts on this one, Blacksea? I mean, very, very interesting to see Coinbase kind of dig itself out of the dirt here and this case gets dismissed, huh?
I think with this in combination with the company library winning the case against the SEC, it's pretty awesome to see. Actually, I'm actually like really bullish on seeing articles like this. Like really, really bullish. It's really good to see like that they're winning. And there's for every one article there is like this, there's 1,000 articles that are bearish in the opposite of this. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's so true. And you know what? I think speaking of that, I think I have some. Here's another bearish one. Like for Crypto.com, like this whole like Lithuania banking crash. I put this in a video yesterday, but I wanted to get your take on it. I don't think we talked about this one, Blacksea, but the banks in Lithuania cracked down on like crypto exchanges, and basically they like stopped processing payments for Crypto.com, so like people couldn't deposit their funds into Crypto.com, and this article goes on to like not only dig up old dirt, like talking about they call him Alex Marsliak, by the way. His name's Chris Marsliak, so they got his name wrong, and they talk about his old companies, and then they go through and they start talking about like how Crypto.com was had a partnership with Circle, and they're trying to turn that into a bad thing, and it's actually a really good thing. They talk about Binance. They fub Binance here. And they basically come out and the deal is this Lithuanian bank is messing with Crypto.com, and this CoinGeek publication is like, Crypto.com's in hot water and everybody's freaking out. But the funny thing is, Blacksea, is I went on a Twitter and I showed it on my video yesterday. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about Crypto.com. Nobody even knows about this except for this random CoinGeek publication. I'm sure there's something going on, but like, even if there is, isn't this the bank's fault?
Yeah, I was just going to say that this article just seems like a hit piece because somebody's trying to make money off of it. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. So, and Simon Abraham says their fiat euro wallet is working again. Yeah, I mean, so they did have an issue. There was a thing, but again, it's because this bank, and they got it fixed within 72 hours, which is spectacular. And it's like, this wasn't, anything they could control. This is the bank that they worked with in this country. That's on the bank, and the banks clearly don't like crypto, guys. The banks clearly do not like crypto, and Charlie Munger doesn't like crypto. Now, going to go through this really quick. Charlie Munger is a 99-year-old man. He's almost 100. He was born in 1924, okay? And he says that the U.S. should ban crypto. He says the U.S. should ban crypto and follow in China's footsteps. Well, Charlie Munger's invested in banks, and banks don't like crypto. So, Also, being 99 years old, I wonder if he can even send a text message, to be honest with you. He is so old that his eye fell out. Is like literally, he's got a fake eye. I think I just exaggerated his thing, but he does have a fake eye. He uses Braille, so he can't really read that well. Do you think he watches YouTube? Do you think he learned about cryptocurrency, or do you?
I'm sure he knows all about cryptocurrency. Yeah, he doesn't know anything. There's no way that he knows about blockchain technology. All he knows is that the banks are telling him, "Hey, talk about how crypto's bad, so that you make more money."
He calls it rat poison. He calls it like a turd. He calls crypto turds. He doesn't know, guys, and he's just chiming in with the choir. And here's the funny thing about this. One cracks me up. Guys, smash up a like button for this. This is hilarious. He comes out with this article, follow in China's footsteps and ban cryptocurrencies. Then the very next day, Bank of China ex-advisor calls Beijing to reconsider crypto ban. You gotta love it.
You can't make that up. You can't even make that up. I love it.
So it is an ex-advisor, though. We got to acknowledge it. And the economists argue that the current crypto ban for China is beneficial in the short term, which may be true. I disagree.
Yeah, they just need beneficial in the short term so that they can unban it and then ban it again to drop the price of Bitcoin.
There you go. See, yeah, but the claim is that big opportunities can be missed in the long run, and that's the truth, guys. Because do you think the United States really wants to ban crypto? I mean, look at these congressmen that are accepting money from exchanges. Look at the lobbying firms that are taking money from these crypto exchanges. Look at the tax implication of crypto and the money that it could bring to the United States. Given that we are in such debt, we need all the money we can get as a country. China's missing the boat here, and people are starting to call it out. And guys, if China does flip the script here and unban crypto, how bullish would that be?
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. I think that'd be huge. I think that'd be very, very, very huge. I mean, they have to do it if they are trying to push these CBDCs, because why would, how can they say CBDCs are okay, but Bitcoin's not okay?
Yep. It's pretty silly. It's the whole thing is the banks are trying to get control, and so CBDCs are the way to get control. And like CBDCs are probably going to happen. They're inevitable. They're coming. That doesn't mean crypto can't coexist with it. And so eventually, Beijing will probably unban crypto. I think it's inevitable. Really, it's a matter of when. I'm curious what you guys think. Let me know in the chat. Crypto Pete likes the crow staking. I'm totally with you. Staking all the crow and reinvesting it back into crow. I'm reinvesting it into tonic right now. I just like the upside on tonic a little bit. Very excited about it. But Nazar's on the same page. We got the gang here. We are in agreement, folks. We're getting ready. We're getting ready for the bull run. Just so you know, we do love loaded lions here. There's been quite chaos going on, and maybe you could even say blood in the streets because of the lack of information they've been talking about with the land that's coming out. But I think that might present a good buying opportunity at the end of the day when you look at the NFTs on Crypto.com. These are essentially the CryptoPunk of Crypto.com NFTs. Loaded Lions. Can't ignore them. We're giving away a free Loaded Lion at 25,000 subscribers. So subscribe to the channel right now. Follow us on Twitter, guys, to enter this giveaway. All you got to do is retweet this tweet, follow us, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. And by the way, guys, on this channel, if you do want to become a member, all you got to do is go to this join tab right here to join us. We are doing 5 videos every single day. Take a look at all these for you guys. We're going to keep you guys up to date with not just Crow, but we'll talk about Bitcoin. We'll talk about anything from Binance token to Uniswap to FTX and all the shenanigans with him. And even Elizabeth Warren did a short about Elizabeth Warren and got an insane amount of views. People want to hear more about what's going on with the government, what's going on with crypto and the government. So stay posted, guys. Hit the notification bell. Join us as a member. What other benefits do we have for our members on this channel, Blacksea? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, we actually just started a private Discord, which is really, really exciting, guys. You get lots of cool perks. Every Tuesday, Thursday, when we do our live streams, you get custom emojis as well as some loyalty badges. But really, the cool thing is the private Discord where I give away NFT alpha. There's going to be NFT whitelist spot giveaways. There's trading signals and more of a one-on-one community with Crypto Kip and I.
Absolutely. Slay Maven, Nazar, Texas Crypto, folks in the chat, give us some emojis. Show your loyalty badges. Show some emojis. Show them what they can get. Show them how fun it is to be a part of this Crypto Report family. Guys, we are so excited to enter this bull market with you guys. I am just so excited for the time when we're in this channel and we're looking here at these charts. And instead of, a little bit of the downside that we might be getting right now with some of these coins, okay, Bitcoin's coming down a little bit. I just can't wait until we're on this channel and it's like a day when we get like a $10,000 wick upwards for crypto and Bitcoin. It's going to be nuts. And guys, it's coming. So smash up the like button if you guys are excited. Join us as a member. Get into the Discord. Stay up to date with all the NFT alpha, some of our top picks, and we will start DCAing into a portfolio for you guys on these live streams. We're so excited, guys. We're so excited. Francisco Gabriel going wild with the Lions in the chat. Slay Maven, subscribe now. Yeah, totally agree, guys. We're excited. Look at the chat going wild, man. That's really all I got, guys. That's really all we got. I guess looking for some questions. Otherwise, Blacksea, what do you got to say? What do we got to look at? It's Thursday right now. What do we have to know here for the weekend ahead? What are your parting words for the community?
I'll just say thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I always have a blast talking with you, and I always really look forward to these streams with Crypto Kip, and it's always fun to talk with you guys. I really hope to see you on my video tomorrow.
Couldn't agree more. Absolute blast. Be on the lookout, guys, tomorrow morning, and then all throughout the day. Got 5 videos coming. Looking forward to the weekend. who knows? Maybe we can get bullish again. Start of February, a little dip down to start. Maybe a continuation upward. Who knows? We'll have to see, guys. That's all we got. That was Blacksea. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Do not forget, folks, don't forget to smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, do not forget, guys, the bull market's coming up, and so we got a DCA, we got a HODL, and of course, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great night. We will see you next time. Peace.